You know, some people just drive to thrive. Others have to drive to survive.
That's me.
I just like driving. Welcome back to the Gentleman's Sitdown. We are an untraditional podcast.
Trying to be traditional gentlemen.
I am Satirius D. Lamitius.
And I'm Joshua Callahan.
Links in the descriptions for the social medias. I mean, we say this every week, you know.
Come on, ad nauseum.
Yeah, you know.
Ding a bell.
Repetitive. Ding a bell, leave a comment. If you don't like it, leave a hate comment. Dislike.
Be redundant.
Like yeah.
Come back and visit us sometime.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Did you say that? Yeah, you said
something like that. Yeah. Follow. I don't know. Anyway. Cars.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about cars.
Cars?
Yeah.
Why are we talking about cars?
Because, you know, let's be honest.
I mean, I know why.
Gentlemen like cars. Whether we like them for necessity or we like them as a hobby.
Or just they look cool. They represent something and people appreciate them. And usually, I don't want to be canceled here, it's the guy side that kind of like leans towards the, you know, it's like a thing, an emotional thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's true.
I get it.
A lot more guys like cars more than girls like cars. Girls like pretty cars.
That's not always true.
You know, I'm just kidding. I'm just being an asshole, you know? Yeah.
Speaking of a-holes, a lot of a-holes are driving cars these days.
Yeah, that's true.
We live, you know, we already did that thing about the road rage, you know, that was a callback. But, you know, we're here to talk about the vehicle itself.
Let me clarify something for the...
clarify something.
Yeah, for the...
Because I need clarification.
Yeah, I need to clarify something. Not necessarily for you, but for the douchebags out there who think I'm some fucking bigot or something. I have a sister who drives a fast car. She likes sporty cars, and her and I can sit there and talk about cars, and we talk about Formula One racing. So boom.
Is boom the period? Because
boom's the period.
Wait a sec, because you just said boy cars. What are you giving cars genders now? Huh? Huh?
I think they're non-binary. Did I say boy cars? I said fast cars. I don't remember what I said.
You said something about a boy car. And it lit up my hypothalamus, and I had to speak.
I said Formula One cars, F1 cars.
All right, hey, rewind it. I
have a sister who drives a fast car. She likes sporty cars, and her and I can sit there and talk about.
Hey, listen. You know what I like about cars is I like old school, tough looking, big, you know, kind of rugged cars. Do I own one? No. So I don't like, you know, but I understand you guys talk about racing. So you like, what, you saying you like fast cars? That's what you're geared to?
I like sporty cars. You know, like I don't need a fast car to go fast.
So what's sporty? Look, speed?
The look, it's got the power. You know, it's got the sound, you know. I mean, we're all going to be driving electric cars one day, so there's not going to be a lot of sound. Well, the sound's going to change. I've heard some electric cars.
Yeah, it sounds like a silent fart, like, you know.
Well, I've heard some electric sports cars, you know, like fast cars, real fast.
And they have fake sound?
Well, no, they have like these. They you know that's
like that.
Well, I don't know what the fuck that was.
That was a laser beam. I'm being invaded.
But it has like a sci-fi sound. Like it kind of goes like the.
It's like gears. Know? It's like gears. Like, you know, like gears turning.
Something like that.
That's what it sounds like to me. Like those Teslas.
Well, they just, I don't know. They sound cool too, but it's a different kind of cool.
I was going to chime in when you said something about the sound, because that's true. You know, I'm not really concerned about the sound. I'm concerned about the feel, the look and feel, right? You know, so maybe what I'm feeling is the vibration of the sound and the muffler. Because some people, like, they change the whole sound of their car so it's obnoxious. To me, obnoxious, but it's loud. And it's like, you know, it's a rumble and you can hear it coming a mile away. They want that like sound.
Yeah.
Do you like that sound? You like that sound?
I'm not into like being loud as fuck. I care more about performance than presence. That's if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, care more about performance than presence. And I don't need the. I want a car that has some sound. I want you to hear my car and be like, oh, okay, that car's got some power. But I don't want you to hear my car and be like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is the bomb? Is the bomb going off? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
I'm not into that.
Not into that either. I don't want it to sound like a post-apocalyptic like Mad Max Fury Road or something. But I want like, I said feel, but the feel is what you're saying about power. It's like, I want a little pick up and go. That's why I always like driving stick shifts. I learned, luckily, I took my test in a stick shift and it was a truck stick shift too. It was difficult, but I parallel parked. I learned the hard way. So now when I got into an easy car, I could do it like that,
Yeah.
I was good at it. But my whole point is the standard. I like the changing of the gears and that drive. That's how I started with cars. That's how I feel it. And we're talking about cars and all the cars are like, you're reacting.
Yeah.
We're getting more reaction from the cars than we are the comments and the feed.
Yeah.
You had to interact with the play of the car. And I felt like I was engaged with the car. Now with the automatic, I just feel like I'm along for the ride sometimes. I'm like, music and something. I mean, I don't know. I always listen to music in the car.
See, here's the thing. I like driving automatic as like the everyday car.
Yeah, then you got to be practical. You're right.
Yeah, because it's just easy. And I'm not trying to race people on the highway. Like I got into a car with like my sister's an example.
Formula One racer.
But also a couple of my friends too. Again, they get on the highway and they're barreling down the highway and like they're still going, and we're getting real close to the traffic that's in front of us that's not moving, by the way.
Talking about me?
No. I'm just in general, okay? And I'm like, the traffic's not moving, and they're still going fast, and I start to get tense, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're bringing you're bringing the risk way too high. Like, you got to think of it like this, okay? Because I know some people are like, oh, I'm a racing fan, and I have a race car as my everyday car. I know things about cars. No, you don't. If you knew things about cars, then you would understand calculated risk, okay? All right? Niki Lauda, one of the greatest Formula One racers of all time.
Just made that name up.
No, his name is Niki Lauda. I'm pretty sure he's like Austrian or something. Anyway, he burnt his face. He died in 2019.
Oh, now I feel bad.
He's a legend in the Formula One world. Okay? And he was all about calculated. He was the professional of the professionals. He was all about calculating the risks. Okay, and then there's this scene in a movie.
You're racing, you're talking about the turns, you're talking about when to take. That's all calculated risk.
Yeah, it's all calculated risk.
How fast am I going that turn?
Yeah.
When do I shift
and
down?
And in the movie, they kind of highlight it in a movie because there's a movie that highlights the year where Niki Lauda got into his horrific accident that burned half his face, and he was out of the championship. And this other guy, James Hunt, I think his name was. Okay. He was coming up and he was about to win the world championship. I'm not going to spoil it, but he was catching up on Niki Lauda's lead because Niki Lauda was so ahead before the injury, and then he was out a couple races, but then he made it back to try and get back his lead, and then it made the championship a neck and neck battle at the end of the year because Niki Lauda came back. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, in the movie, when he meets his girlfriend who becomes his wife, she was saying how he's ugly. He can't be a Formula One racer.
Because of his
some
face?
shit like that. No, but it was before he got burned. Okay, she just called him ugly. Okay,
Confused.
she's just being a bitch. And he was like,
rude.
well, yeah,
Like, I'm driving a car. I'm not a model for fucking GQ.
yeah. But she was, yeah, and he was just driving normal, and she didn't believe that he was a Formula One racer. And he was like, oh yeah. Well, I am. And she's like, well, why don't you prove it? Basically saying for him to go fast. And he's like, well, the risks are too high. I'm not going to drive in a public street with traffic around me, go fast, and blah, 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 you know?
Is that when he burned his face?
No.
And he's like, how you like me now?
No, he burnt his face.
How you like me now?
He burnt his face in a race. And,
oh, but not the race. So you're saying in public.
They're in traffic. Yeah, they're just driving. And she's like, well, why don't you prove it? And he's like, well, I don't know, but somehow she talks him into doing it, and he drives fast. He takes the calculated risk where he's not going to make any money. That's basically what he talked about. He said, I'm not going to take the calculated risk in traffic, not even making money, just to go fast to prove to you that I'm a Formula One racer. He ends up doing it anyway, but
ridiculous.
I wouldn't have done it. But anyway, that's my mentality on the, the streets, the highway. Hey, you want to go fast, you go fast on the circuit. You don't go fast on the fucking streets.
So I don't understand this need. Like, listen, I just said, like, I like a strong power, kind of like rugged car, but I wouldn't want one. I don't own one, right? Because I'm in this high traffic, high densely populated, I practically can't do it. So it's like, if you like a sporty race kind of car, where are you going to let it out at? You're not going to the Autobahn because that's in a different country. Where are you going? You're going to go down this highway and speed up when it's late at night, when it's more dangerous. Well, and I see it all the time, I can't stand it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah. There's some people just driving ridiculously for no reason. Yeah.
The reason is they want to make their car that's built to go fast, go fast. Well, it's not built. It's built to go fast, but you can't go fast. It's the speed limit's 55.
You can't go fast on a public road, is my opinion. I have a car that, it's not the fastest car in the world, but it's a sports car. And it's, it can go pretty fast. Like, I think it can go up to 100 miles per hour in around, like, I don't know. I can get to 100 miles per hour in probably 7-8 seconds. It's not great. It's not phenomenal, but it's not slow either.
But I'd argue sometimes you need to pick up and go because you need to get out of a situation. So I want a little juice behind or in front of the caboose. I want that juice to get up and go, coming off the ramp, merging and getting around crazy people.
Yeah. But my point is this.
What's your point?
You're driving on the road. You're driving on the road. You don't need to go fast.
No.
Like most of the people that are trying to drive faster than me, they're driving like little shitbox cars, Oh, I got my Nissan Sentra. Yeah, you think your Nissan Sentra can beat my fucking car? Get the fuck out of here. Go ahead. You want sometimes I entertain people with a short drag race.
Nissan Sentra was my first car.
Oh, I'm just saying, all right?
It's funny you picked it. It's a hatchback.
No, because the reason I say that is because I was going back home from work and I was at a red light and these kids were in their they were in a little shit Nissan Sentra right next to me. My car is a lot faster than a Nissan Sentra.
Like,
well, the red light goes green and I pick up because I know they're trying to go in front of me. I pick up. I'm clearly beating them. I'm literally ahead of them, but this is one of those lanes that merge into one.
Oh, God.
So the kid is staying next to me, and I'm realizing he's about to go into the fucking sidewalk. This fucking kid is a dumbass. He's not gonna relent, even though I clearly won the race. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna crash some dumbass 17-year-old kid. I slow my car down and I let him go in front.
I always do that. I'm not trying to be some Andretti or whoever the louder guy on the road. I don't have this, and I'm not trying to be Tom Hardy or Mel Gibson from Mad Max. I don't think that I have guns on my car and I'm going to shoot people down. Sometimes I wish I did, so I can get rid of people on the road. But I'm not. I'm pretty much engaged with my car and getting home and getting to the places. Yeah. Now, there's some people down south that want to get on trucks and stuff and go mudding and stuff. And I still don't. I mean, I think that's fine. You do what you want to do with your car, but then you're going to ride that in public? Yeah. With your mud-looking car? With your mud car? Your mud truck? What are you doing?
I mean, that could be fun.
It could be fun. But it could be dangerous.
People do the same thing. People do
Death
the same
is fun.
thing. People do the same thing though with their cars, if their personal cars. Like if you want to go fast with your personal car. Yeah, if you love cars, love your car. But if you want to go fast, then you can. There's circuits everywhere. Like there's a circuit around us. You want to go fast? Take your car to the circuit and drive it on the circuit.
The difference is,
or
they don't
you
have
can
an
go
audience.
That's true. Or you can go to a go-kart place. That's usually what I do. That's what I do. It's not a joke. Go-karts, you can go to.
And you have a need for speed. Yeah. I'm going to Frankie's Fun Park.
It's not a fun park.
I love it.
Go-karts are legitimately fast. They can go like 50, 60 miles an hour.
There's a place,
and you're on these really small,
in
tight
South Carolina
circuits
called Frankie's Fun Park. That's where I got that from. But I like it.
But that's what I do. And I go to if I want to go, I want to race, I go to a go-kart place, okay? I'm not going to, no free sponsorship, so I'm not going to say the place I go to. But I go to a place around here, okay? It's a go-kart place, and I go and I race with my buddies. And then boom, we're in go-karts going like 50, 60 miles per hour on a small circuit, and we're racing
You ever
each other.
flip?
No, I never flipped because I'm in a go-kart.
Go-karts can flip.
Yeah, they can.
They can't flip.
All right, you're right. They can, but it's hard.
Do they have a roll bar over your head to protect you if you do flip?
No, I wear a helmet. That's it.
No, that's going to protect you if you flip.
Yeah. My neck will crack and it'll be fine. No, but anyway.
Death is fun.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, if you wanna go and have race, go and race. But like do it in a place where you could take the risk. And there's like I don't want to go and race my car on the highway and get it scratched up or even crash it because what? Because I wanted to go fast, because I wanted to feel cool. No, it's stupid. It's stupid.
You know, I have a kind of a nostalgia with cars, like growing up. My dad was in the cars and fixing them. He fixed jets for a living, and he was in the Air Force and stuff. Yeah. But we would have access to this place where you could take your car and do your own work. Like it had a lift and everything. And I remember we would go there and we would just tinker with the car. Mostly we were going to change the oil.
Yeah.
You know? So I learned how to change the oil and air filters and stuff. I would get in there, learned about spark plugs. I mean, I didn't learn enough now where I could go in there and like, I know what I'm doing. I opened the hood today and I'm like, WTF? What is this? But what I'm saying is like tinkering and feeling like you can get your hands dirty and fixing the car, changing, like doing a tire rotation, being able to change the wheels and having confidence that if you were in a jam, you could troubleshoot or do something. And you're doing it on a car that, you know, you're responsible for. In other words, you're responsible for its performance on the road, whether you're driving it or in the upkeep of it. Mm. So like people who have dangly bumpers and stuff and don't take care of their shit. Well, you know, it speaks to them.
Yeah.
So I like that Americana kind of nostalgic love of a vehicle, of a car. You know, I kind of miss that. I think it's lost. Now it's all about like, you know, and it should be. I don't roll my eyes at saving the planet and the combustion and stuff like that. But don't you like want a loud Camaro? And it may be toxic to a certain degree, but you know, like a nice, like muscle car kind of without being jacked up.
Here's the thing. Like I said, I care more about performance than presence. I feel like muscle cars, they have strong performance, but their performance isn't as strong as like a Ferrari. I like Ferraris.
I like Ferraris too, but I'm not driving around town in a Ferrari.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would
Even
drive a Ferrari though. But I'm just saying if I could afford Ferrari and it's cost me nothing, right? I would drive around a Ferrari. But, you know, I'm not trying to drive around to go fast. It's just my car.
This is how I feel about it. If I was a bazillion, if I was Jeff Bezos rich, yeah, I called him Jess. If I was Jeff Bezos rich, I wouldn't buy a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Would I be curious? Yes. But I knew I wouldn't be able to drive it unless I built myself a track to go drive. And I'm just driving around in circles. Like, I want to take it out. But why would you want to take out something that you're only using an nth of the potential of? You know, so that's why I drive around a certain car that makes sense and it's kind of practical. But even if I was super rich, I wouldn't just want to own it just to look at it.
Well, that's the thing. Rich people, you know, they have their everyday car and then they have their going out car.
Yeah, the everyday car is a Nissan Sentra you like to make fun of.
No, their everyday.
It's reliable and it's practical.
Their everyday car is an SUV or some shit, you know.
Like
it's
a Land Rover that's like a tank. Another impractical car. Because you know what they're not doing? Parallel parking in the city. That's what they're not doing with the Land Rover.
Yeah, they got private parking.
They have a guy waiting for them on the block. And instead of calling Uber, they call an Uber driver just waiting for them. Okay, here are the keys, pocket.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Starbucks.
Something like that.
No. So I just believe you love a car, then love your car. You know, take care of it. And remember, people are going to see it and you're going to be as a representation of you. But some people, you know, I just wear clothes. I don't care about what I'm wearing. I'm just going to go out in public and wear clothes because I need to cover my genitalia. You know, and that's how they feel about a car. I just need to go on the road, so I'm going to sit my happy ass in a car. Some people are like that.
Yeah. But that's, you know, different perspectives, different wants. That's all it is.
Yeah. What's your takeaway then? You have a takeaway?
What, take away on cars?
Yeah. Like, what's your thing? What do you want to say to the people?
I don't know. This is my I mean, I'll just give my, thoughts on it. Is, you have a dream car, go for it. Buy it. Get it. Okay? Here's the thing. Me personally, I would like to have 2 cars just for me. One is a nice Alfa Romeo sporty SUV. I forget the name of it, but I want an Alfa Romeo that's a sporty SUV. I want an SUV that has some power and some kick, but I also want it to be extremely functional. Alfa Romeo sporty SUV. I forgot the name of it. Anyway, and then, yeah, of course, one day I would like to have a Ferrari. Why? Because it's fun to have to me, the idea of having a Ferrari, get on the road. I don't need to go fast with the Ferrari in traffic. I can have it. I cruise. Cruise with a nice car. My wife is probably right next to me. I'm just chilling, driving on the road, go somewhere nice. Maybe I'd take it to a circuit, do some, fastest lap with
donuts?
my car. No.
Mess up your girl's hair? No. You're crazy. Listen, you like the top down? You like these cars with tops down?
No, I actually don't like convertibles. I don't hate them, but I don't care for them.
I don't care for them either. It's impractical. It can rain just like that. Then your car's wet. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. Or some jackass with a fucking giant. Yeah. Some jackass with a giant fucking, Jeep pickup truck is barreling down the highway. Bam.
You get gas. You get rocks. Yeah. Oh, and this is, I don't even want to say this. I don't want to give it any kind of like platform. But I will say, I do like a sunroof. I've always wanted like the sunroof, moonroof idea. But again, I can never get it. It's too costly for something that's too like minute.
Pointless. Yeah, it's pointless.
It's not pointless. I like the air coming in. The idea it's not a total top. It's not a total like, if it rains, you can close it real quick. You can adjust, but you get the sun in on a cool day, cool night. If it's hot, you open it up and you get a nice little breeze. Beautiful.
Get a sunroof. Get a car with a sunroof.
Yeah. I agree with you. If you have a car that you really want, yeah, no one should stop you from getting it.
Yeah.
But remember, you got to take it out on the road with human beings and other people. Just think about it. Just give it 2 thoughts. Give it 3 thoughts. 3 thoughts. 3 little thoughts.
There's a philosophy on how to drive in the traffic.
Okay. I live by an on-ramp. I'm going to have to go on this on-ramp. I'm going to have to merge before I can get to a good stretch of road.
Yeah.
Be
thoughtful.
Think about where you're going to store it.
That too.
I mean, you out in the street, do you have a carport or a garage or a driveway, or are you just on the street? Like you got to, people can mess with your shit if it looks good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, boom.
And fender benders happen. If you go shopping, someone's going to run their card into you, open a door and ding it. Like you don't want to have a Ferrari where someone's going to ding it.
Yeah. It's true.
Then you start obsessing about little spots and scratches.
Mm-hmm.
Cars, overrated. No, I'm joking.
Cars are cool.
Cars are cool.
Cars are cool. Get something functional and be practical when you're a driver. How about that? When you're a driver, be practical.
Use Armor All on the leather and the vinyl. Shine it, buff it up, take care of it because of sun damage.
Yeah, that too. If you got to do that. Yeah.
Car wash it on a regular basis. Yeah. Wash it.
I think we covered it.
Get a room spray. Pfft, I don't want to walk in your car smelling like poop.
Yeah. I think we covered it.
Covered it.
I've been Satirius Lemitius.
I've been Joshua Callahan.
Links in descriptions for social medias, all that stuff. Give a follow, leave a comment. Let us know. What's your favorite car? Well, what car would you want to buy?
What's your least favorite car?
What's your least favorite car? What do you
top
think
down,
about
top up? No?
Yeah. How do you drive on the highway? Boom. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
ding a bell.
Yeah, ding that bell. Give the follow. We hope you have a great week. We'll catch you next week. Peace.